What's good, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, back with another From the Depths video. Continuing a campaign in this one, and as far as I remember, yes, there's a Bulwark right here, and I was just about to fight it. So I'm just going to move my forces to intercept it. Don't know how well this battle will go. Don't think I've ever even fought the Bulwark, or however you pronounce it, at all. It is heading right towards me though, which is not good. Let's see if I can hold off the blockade for a bit longer, maybe. Maybe until at least the Vanneman gets here. What's this? A palisade. I've heard of the palisade. I think I've seen it at some point. Right, so hopefully, if I flank it, it'll make it less effective. I'm going to stay on the submarine. Battle size on maximum, and I'm not going to call in the palisade, because that would be borderline brain dead behaviour. Fighting two enemies instead of one. Especially when the one enemy is something I've never seen before. Okay, good. It's firing its crams at my submarine. None of them actually register a hit. Looks like my airship's taking some damage. Yep, it appears to be being hit by the Bulwark, by some advanced cannons. And I am a retard. I forgot that it still has no weapon controllers. That was really smart of me. Well, since I forgot to refit this thing with weapons controllers, I guess it can't fire. Even though I'm back in the version which actually has the new weapon controllers. I guess the design might have maybe saved without them though. I'm not really sure. It's firing a volley of crams at the Vindicator. All of them missing, luckily. The Constantine, it appears to have taken damage. I believe that was one of its ammo storages. My submarine, however, is still doing fine, which I am very happy to see. Now I'm just going to keep manually firing with the Vindicator. Hopefully it will actually fire its crams soon. Now, I reckon I should win this fight, mainly just because of my submarine. I'm not sure if the Bulwark has any torpedoes or any other underwater weaponry, but so far it's looking like it doesn't. However, its lambs are taking out most of these shells quite easily, which I am very much not happy to see. However, it looks like a lot of the missiles are actually getting through, which I do love to see. Now I'm just hoping this fight, well, I'm really just hoping my submarine makes it out alive, because I need the submarine to fight the palisade. If stuff goes bad, I'm happy to just retreat and tackle this with a few more craft. But right now that's not really possible. It does look like I should win this fight, however, as the Bulwark's still not being very effective against the missiles from the Kingsman. But the Vindicator will likely be a loss, as it's already taken some heavy damage and it still can't fire on its own. Although another volley of crams has failed to hit, the Vindicator's crams aren't doing much damage, as you just saw. They're getting taken out by the lambs. Now, next episode, or maybe in a few episodes' time, my two main projects that I'm building right now should be completed, which will really help with either the Onyx Watch or the next faction we're fighting, as they're going to be very expensive, very big, and very deadly, most importantly. going to be a front-side airship, and also just a big beefy battleship that can hopefully take down the Onyx Watch. Now where the hell is my submarine? Oh, and the Vindicator's just taken direct shots. Yeah, this isn't going well for it, is it? Where is my submarine? Please don't tell me it has died. Oh no, it's still here, it's just far away. Luckily it looks like the submarine's gonna survive. And it also looks like the Bulwark might not. The Vindicator is definitely going to be lost, however, but to be completely honest, I don't particularly mind. Not only is the Vindicator relatively cheap, it's around the same price as the submarine, but it packs a lot less of a punch, and it's also a lot less durable, mainly because it's made out of reinforced wood. It's probably my greatest mistake with this thing. I 100% should have made it not be made out of reinforced wood. Yep, it looks like this turret's been broken. Pretty much half of it is now not functional. This has not gone well. Now I'm just going to see if the Bulwark can actually hit my submarine. I'm not sure if it has any torpedoes. Oh no, it definitely has some torpedoes here. But I guess it's just been targeting my other craft, which is why the submarine is so far undamaged. The Bulwark is doing a good job of taking down its missiles though, so that's not a good sign. But as long as it concentrates partial fire on the Vindicator, it should be fine. Oh, but now here comes one of the torpedoes from the Bulwark. It does look like a menace to society. If my submarine gets hit by that, chances of survival are very, very low. And yeah, the Vindicator is pretty much inoperational. I think maybe its AI was taken out, not quite sure, but it's just not moving. Yep, everything's been taken out. I definitely should have made this thing out of metal. Yep, and the Kingsman has taken 4% damage. And that, of course, it took damage to its propulsion. That's not particularly helpful. So it appears the Bulwark's torpedoes can actually hit me, and they do quite a bit of damage. Yep, that one just took out half my craft. And since this movement is very much compromised, it's now likely going to be taken down. Now I'm just going to surrender from the battle while I still can. What I'm going to do is to move the Kingsman and get the Vanneman over as quick as I can. Also going to bring over... No, that's the satellite, never mind. You stay here. But the Dismantler and the Zadar, do you maybe want to go this way? They're gonna go here to intercept the Bulwark. And you know what? The Prowler is also gonna come here, just as a just as backup, in case the battle goes sour, like the previous one did. Now I'm also gonna take this opportunity to spawn in 2 more craft. Now I'm not quite sure which ones I'll spawn in, but I will. Anyway, I'll be back when the second fight of the Bulwark starts, and this one hopefully I'll win. Right, well, my dismantle has just been blockaded by the Bulwark. Now I'm really hoping the Palisade doesn't get involved, because if it does, this could be very, very bad. I'm definitely not ready for a fight with the Palisade and the Bulwark, because you saw what the Bulwark did to my other craft and it wasn't very nice. Now I'm going to stay with the Zadar because it doesn't have weapon controllers. Now if I actually remember to this time, I'm going to respawn it or retrofit it, or just build controllers onto it so it can actually fire. So I'm going to have to manually fire for this fight, which is fine. What I have to do is hold control. Now hopefully this fight will be easier. I'm really hoping the Vanna Man doesn't immediately get taken out. I do believe, well, if I remember correctly, the armor on it isn't particularly thick, but the Dismantler should be a decent damage dealer, especially with its large and medium missiles. And its cannons, of course. Now the Bulwark is already damaged from the previous fight, so I am feeling quite confident about this. Although I did feel confident about the previous fight. But I am loading another Dismantler and 2 unanimous corvettes, and those were some deadly shots. Hopefully the Dismantler didn't take too much damage, because if it did, then that's not good. Not good at all. It doesn't appear to have taken too much damage. Still on 93%. Oh no, one of the turrets has been popped. And the front turret has been pretty much disabled. However, the large missiles, which are probably the main damage dealers of it, just missed. I assume that's because some detection was taken out. At least I hope so, because if they just missed normally, then that's kind of shameful. And firing a full volley at the Vanna Man. And the main turret, well, it actually survived, it's just been compromised. The barrels are now gone, so the accuracy is probably limited. But I imagine this should be fine, as Dismantler still has its missiles, and the Zadar is obviously still fully operational. Of course, also the missile's missing again. Probably should update the Dismantler. I did build it quite a while ago, and the detection systems just aren't great, even like without any changes. Another couple of hits on the Dismantler, which is inconveniently blocking the Zadar, although it is healing it, so I'll forgive it this time. Sending another volley of, I think those were the medium missiles. Yeah, I think so. Not quite sure why they just veered off course suddenly. Okay, another good sequence of hits on the Bulwark from the Zadar. That did some decent damage. The Bulwark's on 90% now. I just really hope my craft survived long enough to kill it. The Dismantler taking a very large amount of damage again. And its medium, well, its small gun just got taken out, so that's not good at all. And the Zadar's out of ammo barrels. Now I know this is a bit cheaty, but I don't particularly feel like having no ammo. So I'm just gonna add a sneaky little ammo box in here. Or can I not build? Okay, that's good. Hopefully something's reloaded now. Another volley flies at the Bulwark. Hopefully the missiles can hit. Zadar's missiles keep hitting, missing. And the Dismantler looks like it's in deep trouble. I don't think it's going to survive this fight. Both its missile systems are inoperational. Okay, never mind. The large missiles are slightly operational. Don't know if they're gonna hit. Well, they hit, but they don't do much damage. So the Zadar is now pretty much the only fully functional ship left. However, the Bulwark does look like it's on the brink of death, so hopefully it will die soon. That was weird. The shells just disintegrated upon firing. Not really sure what happened there. Great, now I'm dead. I have to spawn on the Vanaman, which is also almost dead. So it looks like my final hope is going to be the Prowler. This thing is still somehow firing. I mean, no clue how. Very inaccurately as well. And the Zadar is too damaged. Maybe this war against the Onyx Watch wasn't such a great idea. And the Vanaman looks like it's about to tip. Okay, well, the final thing I can think of is to try and capture the Bulwark. But I doubt I'll get there before my craft dies. Currently it's almost dead. And the Vanaman is too damaged. Another pretty horrific loss for the Navy. Now, my final hope is literally a wooden prowler and a Ratatin frigate, which, let's just say, they're not the best vessels. And by not the best, I mean they're very shit. Well, I guess I'm going to try salvage what I can and spawn in another craft while the Prowler goes to intercept the Bulwark. Now I am going to spawn the Kingsman because I can almost afford it. In fact, it's one of my crafts that I can almost afford. Of course I spawn it in the wrong place because I specifically pressed warp onto this fortress, but it didn't warp because, I mean, why would it? So I'll immediately start repairing this. Somehow managed to move it directly over this fortress. The fortress has just under 80,000 materials, so it should be able to build the Kingsman with relative ease. But I really have no hope left for these battles, especially since the palisade is coming with the Bulwark, which is really not good. Would help if my satellite was actually being a satellite. But yeah, whenever there's a next battle, I'm gonna come back, and I'm again not looking very hopeful, and the Bulwark's going to repair. I think the Bulwark going to repair is pretty much what's gonna end my campaign against the Onyx Watch. Right, so we're jumping straight into a battle against the Claymore. Now there's a Kingsman and the Fortress, which, I mean, Fortress is literally unarmed, so it has no way of defending itself. But you know, the Claymore attacked it. I don't recognise the Claymore. Oh yeah, okay, never mind, this is the Claymore. I think it's on the loading screen. That's probably where I recognise it from. And if I'm correct, it's not a very hard craft to beat. Yeah, 60,000 pounds, not very big. And it's out of range of the Kingsman, so that's just lovely. Of course, it's driving into range, luckily. I probably would have had a major aneurysm if all those torpedoes and missiles disappeared. Medium missiles coming in. So confused why those shells just disappeared. Anyway, the Claymore's taking some decent damage on the front side. Probably going to win this fight. Well, definitely going to win this fight. Yep, it's already disintegrating from low health. Now, I also had a battle against a palisade. I didn't record it though, unfortunately, because I ran out of recording space. But that was interesting. I've cleared up that problem. Anyway, the Bulwark is still, like, waiting to violate me. So that's not good. I'm still, like, genuinely terrified of the Bulwark. But my strategy is to get all of my ships here, and then hopefully I'll be able to take it down. And I say hopefully because I have my doubts. Right, well, my plan of waiting for my other ships to get here and fight the Bulwark looks like it isn't really going to work, as the Bulwark's blockading me. The only chance I really have is of this dismantler coming to the rescue, but I doubt that's going to happen. I'm just trying to get my Prowler to, well, run away, because it's on 80% health. Now, I've got 2 Kingsman subs, so I'm just going to put them as far away as possible, and I'm just going to add in the Prowler and the Ratatine purely as a distraction. I'm just hoping some of the torpedo fire will be concentrated on them, which will give my submarines a higher chance of survival. That's pretty much my main plan. Submarines will more than likely be the main damage dealers. You know that the Bulwark does have lambs, and last time it did pretty well taking out my submarines' missiles. But I'm feeling quite confident, as I reckon the firepower of two subs could possibly overwhelm the Bulwark. However, I could be wrong. Currently it looks like I'm correct though, so that's good. It does look like these torpedoes are getting the better of the Bulwark. The Bulwark, already on 97% health. This battle's actually going relatively well so far. Obviously the Prowler's still badly damaged, but both my subs and the Rattatan are both on relatively, well, both on full health. Bulwark down to 96, it looks like this could be a winnable fight. Can we finally take down this Bulwark? And if we can, that would be a huge blow to the Onyx's watch navy. To the Onyx watch navy, not the Onyx's watch. Another volley of missiles coming in. A lot of the small ones are getting destroyed, but they're acting as a distraction for the larger missiles to come in and deal some damage. Let's not forget there is also torpedoes. As you can see, there's some decent damage done on the underwater part of the Bulwark. The Bulwark does look like it's losing this fight. It's on 94%, and my subs are still both on full health. And as I expected, it's kind of just using the Prowler as a punching bag, which is very good. Some good damage from the missiles. Yeah, it looks like it's concentrating a lot of its fire on the Prowler, which leaves my other ships plenty of time to do damage. Yep, one of my submarines has been damaged, but that's completely fine. Another missile volley coming in. Now, since the submarines are closer to each other, these volleys are a lot less effective. But that's still fine. Hopefully some of the torpedoes will manage to sneak through. Yep. There's a lot of torpedoes incoming. Now I really expect these torpedoes to do quite a bit of damage. They all seem to be going for the front of the craft, however. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. And some big explosions happening here. A lot of armor being sheared off. That's another couple good hits. %, on the Bulwark. Really looks like we could take it down. One of my subs is on 82%, however. Its missiles are still firing, so that's completely fine. And the Prowler's too damaged. That's not good, because it can now no longer be a punching bag. But I still feel pretty confident. Cool, some of the Bulwark torpedoes are heading for my sub. Now hopefully they don't manage to get a good hit on it. It does look like my submarine's actually faster than them. Well, it's out. Wow. It's really intriguing. My submarine's managed to outrun the torpedoes. That's letting out another volley of small missiles. And only a single large missile. Yeah, I need to retrofit these things with more ammo. And also paint them. Probably one of my best designs in my whole fleet. Thinking about it. I mean, they're also the only design in my fleet that can kill something more expensive than itself. I'm actually considering capturing this thing, mainly because I'm really close to it and it doesn't look like it's going to win the fight. Honestly, I think I might. Mainly just for the 400,000 materials, because those materials could be really useful while fighting this war. Because as you can see, as soon as the enemy spawns a large enemy like the almost said Bismarck, Bulwark, my navy is pretty screwed. This would also help me spawn my battleship in the future, which I say battleship, it's not completed yet, but once it is, I'm really hoping to spawn in here. Great, so there's just randomly an AI chilling in the front, and the AI literally just has one connector and nothing even connected to it. Honestly, whoever designed this thing, I actually want to slap them in the head. Why does a single ship need about 10 AIs, man? What possessed you to do this? Finally, man. That took so much longer than it should have. Honestly, I'm not even going to consider repairing this. Just get out of my sight, you filthy creature.